In early April, Gilbert's town council voted 4-3 to approve one of the largest housing developments the town has seen in years. It's called Harvest Grove. 1,106 homes across 311 acres in South Gilbert. And if you've been watching the Gilbert market, whether you're trying to buy in or you already own here, or you've been priced out and waiting for an opening, this changes some of the math. Today, I want to walk you through exactly what Harvest Grove is, where it's going in, and what the pricing looks like, and how I think about what it means for Gilbert buyers and existing homeowners going forward. I'm Megan Williams, your realtor with Blue Collar Homes here in the East Valley. South Gilbert is part of my market. I follow this vote very closely, and this is the kind of local development news that directly affects decisions our buyers and sellers are making right now. By the end of this video, you'll understand the project details, the context behind the contentious 4-3 vote, and what it actually means for you depending on where you sit in this market. Let's start with the basics. Harvest Grove is a master plan community coming to the South Gilbert area near Vista Drive and Germann Road, between Germann Road and Queen Creek Road. 311 acres. 1,106 homes, single family and townhomes. The builder is Lennar, and there's a commercial component, about 35 acres anchored by a Fry's grocery store. Townhomes are expected to start around the $450,000 mark. Now, here's the backstory on that vote, because it matters for understanding the project. This wasn't a quick approval. The Gilbert Town Council originally rejected this development back in January of 2026. Neighbors pushed back hard, the density concerns, the traffic worries, questions about infrastructure capacity, and then the council voted to reopen the case. Lennar came back with a revised plan. All the apartment units were dropped entirely. Density was reduced, and the project became an all single-family homes and townhomes. It went back before the council in April, and it passed 4-3. One vote the other way, and it would have been dead again. That context matters because it tells you something real about the neighborhood dynamic in that part of town. There are existing residents nearby who are not happy about this project. The approval was narrow. Traffic, infrastructure, and density are genuine concerns that the town will need to manage as this builds out over the next coming years. I'm not telling you this to scare you away. I'm telling you so that if you're considering Harvest Grove as a future buyer, you're going in with a full picture, not a sales brochure version. Now let's talk about what's interesting here for buyers, because there's a genuinely compelling case. Townhomes starting around $450,000 in Gilbert, that's a different price tier than what we've been seeing for most of the town for several years. Gilbert's median home price has been sitting well above $500,000, and for families trying to get into the market below that number, new construction options have largely meant going further east, maybe to Queen Creek or Santan Valley. Harvest Grove, if it delivers on that price point, opens a new entry point inside Gilbert's actual boundaries. For buyers who care about the long-term Gilbert story, the school district access, the safety ratings, the proximity to jobs along the Loop 202 corridor, the overall quality of the town, getting in at a lower price point via a townhome could make a lot of sense. This is the kind of product that fits first-time homebuyers, downsizers, and relocating families working within a tight budget. We're all going to be watching. One important thing to know: this is a phased build-out. Lennar isn't going to deliver all 1,100 homes at once. Depending on construction timelines and phase sequencing, the first homes are likely still a year to 2 years out before they're available to close on. This isn't something you can buy tomorrow. But if you're planning to move to the East Valley in the next 18 to 36 months, Harvest Grove is worth having on your radar now, because by the time they're ready, the first phase may be opening, and early phase pricing in new communities is almost always best pricing in that community. Now let's talk about what this means for existing homeowners in and around South Gilbert, because that's a different conversation. The honest answer is it's mixed. On the positive side, the commercial component, specifically the Fry's, is meaningful. If you're in South Gilbert right now and you know that the convenient grocery store access isn't what it is in more established parts of town. A full grocery anchor within the development adds real amenity value for that surrounding area. On the other side, 1,100 new homes adds traffic, adds kids to school capacities, adds strain on roads and utilities that are already being tested as the city of Gilbert continues to grow. These are real concerns. Whether the town's infrastructure investment keeps pace with what's coming is a question that takes years to answer. Here's the big picture point I want you to take away. Gilbert is largely land constrained. This is one of the last large undeveloped parcels in the whole town. Projects like Harvest Grove don't come around often because the land supply isn't there anymore. That supply constraint is part of why Gilbert property values have held the way that they have over time. Adding 1,100 homes adds some supply, but it doesn't turn Gilbert into a flood zone of new inventory. The long-term supply story here is still favorable for owners. Whether you're watching Harvest Grove as a potential buyer at that $450,000 entry point, or if you already own in South Gilbert and want to understand what this means for your property, I'm happy to talk you through the specific situations. Visit our website to see what's currently available in South Gilbert. Follow us along here for ongoing East Valley development updates as this project moves through its phases.